Anyone know what day it is today? It's a happy hump day. Finally, my scoliosis is getting the recognition it deserves. My name's Dan. You know what, I'm happy at the moment. I'm good. I'm happy you can't laugh at fat people anymore. It makes this job a bit harder. Joe now putting safe spaces in university campuses for us. It's got to be a pretty big space. Always located next to the cafeteria. I mean, it's hard being big. I mean, if you're ugly, you've got to have an uglier friend. If you're big, you've got to have a bigger friend for comparison. Now, my mate's bigger than me. He's a fireman. He can't get up the ladder anymore. They actually called him a bungalow specialist. Now, I just got back from holiday from Spain. I was annoyed on the flight there. I went with my other half and I asked this woman politely if she could switch seats with me. And she was rude to me, outright refused. So I'd end up sitting next to my girlfriend for the whole flight. No, I went alone. I'm single now. My girlfriend cheated on me about a year ago. Actually, ironically, her middle name was Faithful. You can't make it up. But abroad, us Brits, we're hilarious. We act so differently. I'll give you some examples. When we're abroad, we always start a conversation with, "Oh, it's a hot one, isn't it?" "Yeah, Spain. It's a different kind of heat." I went to an all-inclusive, free bar. There's always the person that always goes, "I'll get the next round, mate." Acting holier than thou. Now, we'll order anything, us, in English, and we'll tag it with whatever the language is. So, I'll be like, "I'll tell you, mate, can I have a burger, chips, a Diet Coke?" "Gracias." As if they needed help with the final translation. I mean, it must be hard for them out there because in English, you go 5 minutes down the road, it's a different language. I mean, if you ask for like a bun abroad, you go, "Is it a bun, a bap, a cob, a barn cake?" I mean, how the fuck are they meant to understand it? Now, when I was on holiday by the pool, I noticed it was a multi different countries in the pool, by the pool. You had the English on one side, you had the French, more about French in the middle, and you had the Germans on the other side. Now, when it comes to claiming sunbeds, Germans are the gold medalists. They will get there. You see them up at 9, 8:59, ready to go. Now, what I noticed about 12 o'clock is that the Germans had slowly been making their way over, and then French people no longer existed. They're taking their sunbeds. And they would have kept, conquering West if it wasn't for a couple of lads from Burnley who stood their ground. Now, I've always said Hitler, if he would have placed a sunbed in Moscow, they would have won the war. Now, I'm quite happy I can make it tonight. I've got a bit of a rush. I had to go pick my twin up from the airport. It's a hard one being a twin because he's clearly, the favourite. He's the good-looking one. I'm the creative one. He's the tall one. I'm the bubbly one. He's a doctor. I'm the disappointment. Mum goes to me as I'm picking him up, as I'm on the phone to her picking him up. "Oh, don't forget it's your twin's birthday on Friday." "Cheers, Mum." Now, do you know how depressing it is to always be the afterthought on the happy birthday song? So my twin's called Nick. It's "Happy birthday to Nick and Dan. Happy birthday to you." Not yous, just you. Now, to be fair, I love my mum to bits. I've got to rate her. She's raised 3 boys by herself. We've all done okay with our lives. But being raised by just a single parent has done some gaps in my knowledge. Like, I haven't got a clue how to put air in a tyre, but I know all the words of Gloria Gaynor, "I will survive." But, I was always told, don't compare yourself. Yes, he's a doctor, he has his own house, but don't worry, you'll get there someday. Cheers, Nat. Didn't have to write in my birthday card every year. Like, my favourite story my nan always tells me is about she always had a tortoise and a hare. You're plodding along. So, statistically, the tortoise is never going to win. The only way I could beat my twin is if he legitimately stops trying. But, she should have gone for motivational speeches. Yeah, he's a doctor. Do you remember what happened about 7 o'clock on Thursdays during lockdown? That's why we all had to go out banging our pots and pans for the NHS. He always made sure he returned home from his jog bang on at 7 o'clock. We lived down a cul-de-sac. He used to do 12 laps. Now, I didn't know if you know about a doctor. When someone dies, a doctor declares them, dead, time of death, what they died of, drug your doctor. They get paid £82 each time this happens. My twins bought his house right next to an old people's home. He made a mint during lockdown. He pops in there every day just to see how they're doing. You right, Maureen? How's the hip? Heard it might be a cold winter this year. He's the only person who hates the winter fuel allowance. If it's a cold one, he could renovate his second living room.